Hey everyone, the Dark Knaik is here. As the World War I nears its end, Karoline in Copenhagen receives no news of her soldier husband's fate and hence runs out of money. This leads to poverty, and during her struggle to survive, she gets pregnant in a new relationship but is burdened with immediate rejection for a new life. In pursuit of aborting the unborn, Karoline is stopped by Dagmar and finds optimism in her work, who finds homes for unwanted babies. Danish history will never forget who Dagmar truly was, and nålen is a cruel reminder of Somber that was never allowed to see the light. A Danish black and white cinematic Magnus called nålen, the girl with the needle, is a careful depiction of a screaming turn of fate that had its agitating weight on the war that fashioned blood in conundrum and grew hopelessness to all kinds. When you cause a period film about a woman's misery in a war-torn country to burn slowly, you prolong capacious detailing of social sickness. Because a bloody war, or shall I say a global conflict, causes devastation. And poor Karoline held that lantern of injustice. She was a fictional character, but being on the lead, she was representing the many working-class women, unwed mothers, and vulnerable girls in post-war Denmark. nålen reflects on irreparable personal damages and dramatic suddenness. Karoline leaves untraceable husband in the past and welcomes the new petal. With new hopes built with him and their unborn in her belly, Karoline is firmly rejected from marriage. The soldier husband is rediscovered in a human circus, displayed as a state-of-the-art mockery of his brutal facial mutilation. The physical signs of his gallantry on the battlefield holds no national importance, but is a subject of guffaws in some freak show. But the personal disorder that he carries attracts no audience, because the psychotic episodes are unbearable. Loneliness bridges the woman and abuse either together. Despite giving birth in difficult circumstances, Karoline chooses not to practice motherhood and give up her baby for a better future. The supporting role of Dagmar in nålen is based on Dagmar Overbye, the Danish serial killer who was found to have killed 9 infants in a gruesome manner and was suspected of murdering 17 more. Karoline didn't wish to become a mother, so the fate of her child rested in the killer's hand, to whom nothing was to be expected but madness. When she finds out what Dagmar does with babies, it boils an intolerable regret of handing her her baby. Remember, she ran away earlier from her husband, who wished to care and raise the child he wasn't father of. Karoline must have thought about this, and this is precisely why she decided to adopt a girl from the orphanage, to rectify the biggest regret. Moreover, in nålen, Dagmar Overbye reasoned her killing babies to Karoline and to the court that she did favor to all the mothers by releasing them from the sufferings caused by their babies. It is true that the mental algorithm of a psychopath denies goodness and submits violence. The plague of sadism makes them calm. Fascism and totalitarianism causes terrible and outrageous circumstances that includes the birth of psychopaths like her. nålen is fully dramatized in monochrome photography, a filmmaking technique that mostly embraces the essence of expressionism and applying screenwriting to realism. A story that has a dark poetic understanding for sketching personal suffering gives a haunting impact and thus qualifies this method of filmmaking. nålen was the Danish entry for the Best International Film at the 2025 Oscars that got shortlisted as well as nominated. With Carmen Sonne and Ryan Durholm gave outstanding performances. A 2-hour historical drama with a faithful screenplay was fully grown on the audience. Karoline functions as the human lens and covers many physical and social injustices. Highly recommended for viewers drawn to dark, challenging European art house cinema. I'm Naik.